Hello and good evening and welcome. And I haven't done one of these for a long time, and because I've been part of the Northern Model Bus show, and I haven't really had the time. I've been busy at home, and I've been a little bit poorly, and Chris has been poorly, and so we've had general life things to look at, and as everybody does, and I haven't done one of my own, but as it happens, I am not on my own tonight. I've got some guests with me, some rather special people. We're going to look at a few models that I've got, and then we're going to have a bit of a discussion over what happened at the weekend, because something rather special happened at the weekend, and it won't be repeated for quite some time, but we have promised to repeat it, and we've got some photos to show you and things like that, so which I think you'll be interested in, so stay around with us. So my first guest tonight then is Max Mods.
Me. So good evening everybody, welcome to Dave's catch-up show. I'm really looking forward to tonight because I don't know what he's going to be showing.
And my second guest tonight is Alex.
Hello everyone. Thanks for having me on. It's been a while, so I've had my own things on and stuff, and hopefully from next week I'll be back to normal myself. Cross fingers. But thanks for having me on. Looking forward to tonight and catching up. Because I've missed out on a lot more than some others. So
we'll soon catch you up. So then we've got another special guest, and that is Jolly Dave.
Evening everybody, and thanks for having us on, Dave. I think we'll have a good show tonight, a good bit of crack again as usual. So I hope everybody enjoys it.
Yeah, a good bit of crack, and that's a bit of Jolly slang for a happy time, is it?
No, it's for a good chat. Bit of crack.
Good chat. Okay, all right. And then we've got, last but not least, we've got Dano Bills. Hello, Dano.
Hey, thank you for having us on tonight, Dave.
It
should be a good show tonight.
Okay, well, I hope that everybody's not expecting too much. There we all are on the screen. So, you might notice a few changes as well, and I've got a big thank you to say to Max Mods here, that way. So, Mark's been busy in the background, and he's made me a nice little photograph in the top right-hand corner. That's that right-hand corner. And he's also made me a nice big picture of our three buses in the background, which I think is brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Mark.
Okay.
And I really do appreciate that. And that's the heading of tonight's photo, is the three buses. And I just wanted to say to you that, they are finished, more or less. I've got a few things that I want to try and sort out on them, but they're only very small things. And I have some good news, and that is that we will be taking them to 3 shows. So this year. So as far as I'm aware, they're booked into 3 shows. One in August, one in September, and one in October. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to getting them out and about and showing the publicum and seeing what they think. And I'll bring back some feedback to you all when I find out what they do think to our models. And hopefully I'm getting the windmill out as well to a show. So I'll let you know. I'll try and take some pictures, and we'll try and upload some pictures to the Northern Model Builders group, and we'll keep you all informed in that one. And I'll keep you all informed on an update in the Northern Model Builders show as well. So, which, as you know, goes once a fortnight on a Sunday. Now, tonight it was going to be Dano's build tonight, and but unfortunately he's not been able to get his parts for his Enterprise D. But when you get your parts, Dano, we'll have to get that show up and running. And,
at the moment, like you say, I've got the part, but just haven't got the magazine. And they haven't got issue 7 in, I think it is. So they're not going to be able to send the parts out, the stuff out that I need. So until they get the stuff in, in and send them out, I will be able to do a show. So, but I'll keep you all informed when the next show is going to happen, which at this point we don't know when it is.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay, jolly good for that. Thanks for that, Dana. Because so and it was suggested that I did a catch-up video like I used to do before, and let you all know what I'm up to. Well, yeah, I think I'll do that now then, and I'll try and.
Do you want me to go through the chat?
Oh yeah. Oh please, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
It's a good job. It's a good job I've got my right-hand wingman with me, because I'd be lost, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so gold goes to D Harris tonight, who says evening all, evening D.
Hi,
Hey,
Dave.
Dave.
Hey.
And then you have me saying evening D. And then we've got Dano Builds. Hello, everyone. Hello, Dano.
Hello.
And then we've got DS Models for Vintage. Good evening, everyone. Evening, Dave.
hello, and that's me, of course.
Hey.
And then we've got P40F20. Hi, all. Hi, P40.
Hey,
Happy
people.
20.
And then we've got Bobby Bates. Hi, Mark D. How are you both? I believe that reads.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, how are you both? And then you got me saying hi, Bobby. And then we've got D Harris. Good evening, Mark and Bobby. And D says, sore as heck, Bobby, cutting back on my meds. They're not working. No point taking them. Oh, dear.
Oh, heck. That doesn't sound very good.
And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Hi, everyone. Hi, love.
Hello,
Hi,
Yorkshire Crafter.
Dr. Julie. Hello.
And then we've got Warren James. Hi, all.
Hi, Warren.
Well then.
Hi, Warren.
Gosh, it's going nuts. Okay, then we've got Bobby Bates. Like the buses models.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, you'll be seeing quite a bit of them on one way or the other, either on the Northern Model Builders show or on the Northern Model Builders and Crafters Facebook group, or in any other show, because I'm proud to show them off to anybody that's interested.
Okay. And then we've got Bobby Bates saying, finish my last of my Ecto 1.
Ooh.
I'm stuck on my Ecto 1 at the moment because I'm not doing any more until I get that replacement door.
Yeah.
And then we've got Mary Oglesby. Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Mary.
Hello, ma'am.
And then we've got D Harris asking how Bobby Bates. And then we've got Bobby saying he's okay. Then Bobby's asking D what's you done. Oh, and we've got Alex Builds. Hi, Dave. How's it going? Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Alex.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're doing pretty well, thank you. Yeah. Stick around and you'll see a few things.
Right, that one. Then we've got Jay's channel. Good evening, all. Hope everyone is okay and well. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Thanks for joining us.
And then we've got Crafty Chris. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, I can stay awake to the end of the stream. Christine.
Hey,
Hello,
Christine.
Darren.
And then we've got Alex Bill saying hi, Mark, Horlicks, George, Dave, and Dana.
Hello.
Hey.
Right.
And then D Harris says, "Good to see you, Alex. The quintet back again."
Yeah.
And then we've got Alan Key. Hi, all.
Hi, Alan.
Hi,
And then we've got Model Making Trucker. Morning, all. Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Lewis.
Morning.
Well, it feels like it to me.
Then we've got Bobby Bates. Have not done the right front door as waiting for replacement door. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the chat.
Okay, well, just a quick mention there for Model Making Trucker. Model Making Trucker, if you're not a member of Model Making Trucker, I strongly advise that you get onto his channel because from there you can web out onto the Saturday Night Crash, which is a lot of model builders and high-class model builders as well. They do a Saturday night program every Saturday night called the Saturday Night Crash. And yeah, fabulous channels they have as well. Fabulous builders of models, and very, very interesting things are going on there. They have a quiz. They have all sorts. So if you're interested in model making in any way, shape, or form, you then join the Model Making Trucker or the Saturday Night Crash. Okay.
I'm going to let you do that one, Dave.
Okay, well, just an echo, just an echo cuckoo in the valley cuckoo, and it brings back sweet memories of you, cuckoo. Well, I actually did a lot of singing yesterday, and there might be a few people on here that can remember what I was actually singing. At one point, I think we was all absolutely in stitches of the thing that I have this thing, you see, that I'll jump in on something if I see an opportunity to make people laugh, then I will. And hopefully a lot of people did laugh at what I did yesterday, but all will come clear later on. So yeah, okay. So if you want to do the next bit of chat, Mark.
Yeah, got Alex Builds. Dave, will you be doing the bus again with the Goro when it's released?
Oh, that's a big question. I would love to, but I'm not going to be able to afford to. So yeah, I would absolutely and utterly love to do that bus again. Would I build another red one? No, I don't think so. Would I build another painted one? That's a bigger question still. Yes, of course I would. I would have to pick another livery to paint, and if I had the opportunity, yes, I would. But I don't think I'm going to have the opportunity unless something else happens. I have got a couple of irons in the fire, but I don't think they'll come to anything. So, and I'm not going to be affording another build. So, yeah. And it's where do I put it? I've got 3 in the cabinet already, and
You'll have to
one.
shove them up.
Pack them all in, yeah. Put one on its side, yeah.
Right, just the last few bits that have come in. Model making trucker, well, Lewis. So thank you very much, guys. There's a lot of talented modelers. I'm not one of those, LOL. And the quiz mistress is a cheat, but it's good fun. And then we've got Alex Demetrius. Evening, Alex. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave, Mark, Horlicks, Danny, and Jody. Dave, looking forward to a cracking show with the legendary Dream Team.
Thank you very much.
And then model making trucker. I'm going to say Lewis. How's the Lank, Dave? Your kit.
Okay.
Your diorama.
The Lank at the moment is still in its box, and that's because I'm still gathering bits and pieces for it, and we'll have a look at a few things that I've actually gathered. I'm getting very near to the town where I'm going to be starting things, and so I'm going to show you a few things that I've been up to. One of the things that I've been up to, and that is the Hachette Spitfire. There's a few of us on here that's been involved in the Hachette Spitfire. Mark, Alec, Horlicks, and Jody Dave. We've all been involved in the Hachette Spitfire, and I've recently got up to issue 74 done. So all done and dusted is issue 74, and I've just noted that on 75, issue 75, we're actually going to get a piece of the side base and panels for issue 75. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that immensely because I'm wondering how it's going to sit. In the meantime, I'm going to change my camera. Do
you want solo view?
Yeah, you can do. I'll change my camera because you don't want to see my ugly mug anymore. Come on, camera. Come on. Webcam. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. So here we have issue 70 up to issue 74. As you can see, there's been a lot of work on the electrics. Just let me move that a bit that way, if I can. A lot of work on the electrics, and mainly the electrics come through the center of the body, underneath the cabin there, underneath the cockpit, and they come out into one central place just there. And you're supposed to tape them all together. Well, not really tape them all together, but make sure that they're all together. My taping very sticky for some reason. So yeah, that was a devil of a job to do because can you remember a long time ago the very first motor that we got and the very first wire that we got, it was actually stuck underneath the engine. And so I didn't notice it when I was putting everything else together. But then when we got the extension cable in somewhere between 71 and 74, wasn't it, the extension cable? You clip the extension cable to the one that's just underneath there, and you actually put it down here somewhere and hide it behind that cowling. And then, of course, you trace the wire through underneath everywhere, and then it comes out here with the rest of them. So, and my engine actually came loose. So I'm going to have to re-glue my engine back in.
Yeah.
A job which I haven't done yet, but I'm pretty sure that it's just a simple case of getting it in the right place and actually gluing it in place. And Bob will be your uncle. So you might notice that on the back here now we've got all the tail plane and everything and the rudder. So there's only the surface of the tail plane and the flaps to go, and all the rudders in place, and you can feel the motor actually working the rudder. So I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to wear anything out, but we have actually got cables and rods now that actually maneuver from the motors to these bits that you add on, and which is brilliant. So we can't actually wait for the diorama base to come, the base that it stands on to come, because we want to know how it's going to fit, and we want to know where all these bits and pieces are going to go. So yeah, that's that up to date. Up to issue 74. I am thoroughly enjoying this build. This build is wonderful, especially when you can now pick the whole thing up, and and you feel the weight of it now, and you actually get you get some idea of how big it is and everything, how heavy it's going to be and what it's going to do. It's going to do so much, this model. The flaps and the ailerons are going to move, the wheels are going to pop up, the engine's going to go around, or the motor anyway, the blades. So the rudder's going to move, the flaps at the rear there are going to move, we're going to have lights on it, we're going to have the guns firing, we're going to have some sound. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to have lights on the wing tips, and yeah, lots and lots of other things are happening with it. There's a little light there, and there's a little light right on the end of the tail. So yeah, there's going to be lots of things happening with this model. So I am really happy with how things are coming along, and I've got a big problem though, and that is, what am I going to do with it when it's done? Well, as you know, with the rest of my models, I want to try and display them at certain public events during the year. So I've been planning on trying to find somewhere that this can sit, and I'm thinking about getting a box cabinet made for it, so that I can actually transport it safely, and it doesn't actually move or anything, and we don't actually smash anything off it, because it's obviously quite fragile in places. So we need to make sure it's looked after, don't we? So my question to everybody on the channel is, how are you going to display yours? And are you thinking of buying or purchasing the cover from Hachette that's been well talked about by now, perhaps for £169, I think it is? I'll just stop sharing that for a second.
Well, number one, haven't a clue where I'm going to display it, and number two, no, I'm not going to buy that.
Number one, I definitely know where I'm going to display it, and number two, not at that price.
So if you want to catch up on the chat a bit then, if you
Yeah.
haven't already, and then I'll just move a few things around.
Okay, so got Bobby Bates saying, I once did the Dam Busters Lancaster model.
Wow.
And P40F20 says, same thing happened to me, Dave. My motor wire was trapped under the Merlin engine. And then John's model making says, evening all, Spitfire looking great, just like mine. So evening, John.
Evening, John.
Evening, John.
Hi, John.
And then we've got Andy CH. I had to bend the rod that connects the left side of the rudder to the motor because it caught the side panel when turning it. Also had to reduce the tip so it did not catch the screw head it passed over.
Wow.
Oh, heck. And Bobby says the support left side was warped and I had to use a small screwdriver to push it in.
Oh, heck.
And P40F20 says, I purchased the cover that Harshet offered.
Okay.
Okay.
Jolly good.
Lovely. Yeah, I keep getting emails about that myself, but
I got an email the other day saying if you don't sign up for it now, you're going to lose it.
yeah, basically that's what I had. The last email. This is your last chance. It's like, oh, all right.
I got emails from them on the advertiser there. What were you building it?
No, because you're subscribing from me.
Yeah, but yeah, I put my email address down.
Actually, no, the bill comes to my email address.
Yeah,
When I pay the bill, it comes to my email address.
yeah, exactly. So unless I've put it interested, but so they went, oh well, he must be interested in building stuff, so we just start sending loads of junk
No,
mail
but
as well.
do you know when you first signed up for it? Did you not have to put your email address on? More than likely.
Yeah.
I pay the bill with my debit card. So, and I put in, and they send the billing address is different from the delivery address, so it might be the same with the mail.
Yeah, you can have different emails for delivery address.
So
I know you filled it all in, so I don't know what email address you used.
I just get the email for that the bill's being paid.
Aye. Oh well, you must have put my email address down.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have thought so too. Yeah. Right. So we'll bring you up to date then of what else I've got for the diorama of the Lancaster model display that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the HK 132 Lanc with it's the dam buster one, and I'm going to be doing all the paint work and everything, and a diorama in a meter square coffee table with lights, with motors, with bits and pieces, whatever I can fit in, all being well. So I'm going to go solo layout on that one, and I'll come round and I'll show you this. Well, I've had these on order for quite a while now, and it actually came through. And what I've got on order is the RAF E-type bomb trolley and dam buster upkeep bomb. It's in the 132 scale, and it's by Iconic Air. And so this is a kit that I've got to make up, and it's come very, very well packed, but it looks really solid. I mean, that's the part of the upkeep bomb, and you can tell that it's it's going to be really solid. That's the end of the upkeep bomb, of course. So, and you can tell that it's the Iconic bomb. So, and then you've got the trolley, which obviously your makeup and everything. So all in 132 scale. It's all on these large sprues as well. I don't know whether you can see so much on.
Is that a resin kit, Dave, or plastic?
Well, oh goodness me. I think
it looks pretty thick.
Yeah, I think it's a resin kit. It is pretty thick and pretty heavy as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's very, very solid. I can say that. Very solid, and so it's going to be stand the test of time without a shadow of a doubt. There's the chassis to it, look, and then the tires.
Wow.
And just try and get the bits and pieces out, and I'll show you what it will look like on the instructions or destructions. So yeah, that's what it'll look like, and it'll look absolutely fabulous. And the instructions are pretty simple as well, and it's very simple in construction. You get some transfers with it, some decals, and you get the full instructions and even a paint thing as well, paint codes and everything to paint whatever is necessary through the assembly instructions. So that's through Iconic Air. And what would be a bomb trolley without something to tow it? And does anybody know off the top of the head what would tow a bomb trolley in a 1940s diorama?
Tractor.
A tractor.
Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of tractor do you know?
No,
An
Hazard a guess?
Ebro.
No.
It's just the first thing that came to mind.
It would be the good old RAF David Brown Tugmaster tractor in obviously 132 scale. So I've got one of them to tow the bomb trolley. And yeah, again, it's made by Iconic Air, 132 scale, and very well packed again. And the kit itself is very, very stable, very nice and solid. And it's going to look absolutely fabulous. It's in the same scale, so it'll be look exactly right to tow the bomb trolley. It's on these thick sprues again, thick plastic sprues again, so everything's nice and solid, and some lovely easy to follow instructions as well. So I am absolutely looking forward to doing this. And a little sad story is I actually did own the real thing, the real McCoy, a 1948 David Brown Cropmaster, and of course it was the agricultural version of this, because this came out during wartime. But the agricultural version came out in 1948, and I actually had a 1948 David Brown tractor. So had to have one of these towing the bomb trolley. I think if it was a Fordson Standard or something like that, it wouldn't be quite right. But because I had a David Brown tractor, yeah,
Look,
I had to have one.
looks different because it's got fenders on the front.
Yeah, it's got all fenders.
Yeah, whereas other tractors don't tend to have fenders on the front.
No, that's right, and it's got obviously extra towing points as well. And there's a couple of pictures on the back here. A bit difficult to show on camera, really. But there's a couple of pictures, and you can see that it's got lots of towing eyes on the back, and still has the classic David Brown gearbox and the David Brown back axle and everything. It's just it's weighted differently, and it's got wings on the front and bigger wings on the back, and wheel weights on the wheels. So yeah, and again we've got transfers and the positions that they should be in, and paint instructions on what to paint where, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that. So that's arrived recently.
Can I just give you a side story, Dave?
Yeah.
My granddad worked at the factory where the tractors were built.
Wow.
David Brown tractors.
Wow. And that was an iconic factory because they also made Aston Martin, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
we lived in the village where they were built.
Yeah. Meltham.
So, Meltham, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, superb. Yeah. A lot of people didn't like David Brown tractors if the land was very heavy on agricultural use. But then they started making their tractors just beefed up a little bit more to take heavy land use. And since they started doing that, then they got very successful. And unfortunately, they're not around now. They're being swallowed up by other conglomerates, haven't they?
My granddad took a picture of the very last tractor coming off the production line.
Wow. Brilliant.
So
Have you still got that picture?
it will be somewhere, but we need to go through them all. But yeah, he's got a picture of the very last tractor coming off the production line.
Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. So then the last thing I want to show you tonight is I actually went to Hull to a model shop that I know there pretty well, and I'm waiting for a model coming in that I've actually paid for a long time ago, but I think it's been stuck on that famous cargo ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal. So they reckon that there's lots and lots of stock from all over the place that's been stuck on that ship. So when I was in there, they said, "Oh, could we interest you in this?" It's at a knockoff price, and I said, "Oh, yes, I'll have it." And that is the Bedford MWD 1500 weight 4x2 GS closed cab truck, made by obviously Bedford. So if you can see it all right there. Basically it was a Bedford O series wagon in 4x2, so it's only a 2-wheel drive, and it was general service, so GS general service truck. But the RAF used these as well for actually transporting various items out onto the airfield, including men and crewmen for the Lancasters or the Spitfires or whatever. And there was quite a few of them that were commandeered by the RAF because they were so reliable. This is 135 scale, but it's the closest I can get to 132 scale, and I'm pretty sure that it'll look really nice. I'm a bit undecided. I've actually got another vehicle that's been on order for a long time that I was going to save for the Lancaster, but I think I told you before that I'm doing the Lancaster 132 scale and the Spitfire 132 scale in two different dioramas. So I wanted a vehicle with, well, a few vehicles with the Lanc and a vehicle with the Spitfire. So I may be adding this or a Austin utility to the Spitfire. I'm a bit undecided at the moment, but this gives me the option. This is made by Gecko Models, and they actually aren't supplying any more of these models in that shop. I think this was a bit of old stock, even though I think it's a fairly new model. It's certainly a new kit, but I think it was old stock. So, and I think they were just wanting rid of it because they don't actually stock Gecko models. So I stepped into the shop at a very lucky time, I think, before it was popped on the internet, and probably 3 times the price that I paid for it. So
a question on scale.
Pardon?
A question on scale. So I'm building 172 scale. Would a 17 scale wagon look any out of place for 172?
A 176 scale?
Yeah.
With a 176, well, you've got 4 points on there, haven't you? So probably not. I mean, what have I got? I've got 3 points out of the way. 135, 132. So the only thing I can suggest you do there, Dave, is have a look at him. I
was looking at I wanted to tell you the other day. I was looking at an RAF vehicle. I can't remember what it was. It was a tanker.
Oh yeah.
But it was 176 scale.
Right.
I'm building this Hurricane, and if I put it, if I'd done a diorama with a 176 scale tanker next to it, be out of place.
Well, I would have said, Dave, if you've got some other models that are 172 and 176, try standing them side by side and seeing what they look like.
I've got 176.
I was yesterday, in actual fact, I was looking at the HO scale and the double O scale, and
they're pretty
to the naked eye and to the untrained person, there wasn't actually much in it, and I think it's pretty much the same as that. The HO and the double O are different scales, but unless you're going to be really finicky about it, I don't think there's much in it really. I think the HO and double O might not fit on the same track. I'm not sure, but you'd have to ask an expert for that. But yeah, that's what I'd do, Dave. I'd try a 176 and a 172 scale model of whatever's together and see exactly what the difference is. See if there is any. I'm looking at it this way: if it looks right, and you think the scale looks right, and you can find other photographs of them that look right, I think then you've got to go with it. I don't think there's an awful lot in it in points, So yeah, another good kit. It's got all the tires and the sprues with everything in. There's 3 or 4 sprues in each bag, and God blimey, I have got a lot of work to do. I know I have, and I do know that somebody has said, if I ever get around to it. Well, believe you me, I will get around to it, because if I say I'm going to do something, then I will do it, and it might take me a while, but I will do it, and and for very good reason as well, because for personal reasons, I don't know what the future holds, so I want to do a few good things, and so that, like, leave my mark on the world, if you like, and not that I'm popping off anywhere, but not yet anyway. But yeah, that's what we've got to show you, and I hope you've liked that. And I'm now going to pass the reins over to Mark to see what the chat is.
Yeah, so we've got Bobby saying, I think that 169 is a bit steep, but I'm not getting it. I think that's about the display case.
Oh yeah, the Hashet display case.
Yeah, and then we've got Nat at Dexterous Crafter. Good evening, gents.
Hello.
Evening, Nat.
And if you don't know, Dexterous Crafter, she does a live show on a Friday evening at 8 o'clock called the Friday Night Gem.
Yeah.
Which is it's really good.
It's rather good, yeah. It
Yeah.
certainly is. Especially for the ladies and the crafts, or the gentlemen and the crafts. Yeah, it's very, very good for that. So yeah, if you're doing some diamond painting or cross stitch or anything like that, pop along to Dexterous Crafter, and she'll point you in the right direction.
And then we've got Lewis saying, and talk about the quiz mistress, and she arrives. So you can also tell that they're married. Then John's Model Maker says, overpriced Hashet display cover or an IKEA cabinet. IKEA wins.
Yeah.
Then we've got D. Harris saying, is England getting a flyover from the Spitfire and Hurricane? They were meant to be here yesterday, but they couldn't fly over due to weather.
Not sure, to be honest. You'd have to be on one of the aircraft sites, and there is quite a few on Facebook. And if I get, me and DRS have become friends on Facebook, so if I get a chance, I'll post your name across to a few different sites, and they should be able to help you out on that score.
Okay. Then we've got Bobby saying models are getting really expensive. In 1960, they were, I think, worth £3 or £4.
Yeah, and but in 1960, it was £3 or £4 about a week's wages.
Mm.
I used to pick them for about 50 pence from the paper shop. 736 scale models.
And then we've got P40 saying you need a Tilly too, Dave.
Yeah, I've got one. Thanks, P40F20.
And then we've got Lewis saying, for everyone interested in the Lank, you can now fly one, which I did on my birthday weekend, and it's amazing. It's at a little museum called We'll Meet Again at Freeston Shore. And he says, near Boston, Lincolnshire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen Model Maker took it on a Facebook page to getting that, doing that. It looked really good.
Yep.
And then we've got John's Model Making. Did you all have a grand day out yesterday?
Ha 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 ha.
What perfect timing that comment was. How did you do that?
Right, okay. So, that's part of my heading, of course. Tonight is a special meetup. And yes, we had a special meetup. All these guys here, and the ladies. Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris. And we had a absolutely fabulous time. We actually met up at the York National Railway Museum in York, and it's free to get in, but you have to have some tickets. You have to book in advance, as it was, but it's actually free to get in. You can leave a donation anywhere inside the building, and I'll tell you what, it is very, very worthwhile giving a large donation when you pop into that museum. And of course, all museums need your attendance and need your donations. So if you get a chance and you're looking for somewhere to go for a weekend, a day out, a few hours, hop along to the National Railway Museum in York, because it is very well worth it. Right.
I take my hat off. Alex, was so dedicated. He drove up north.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just remind us, Alex, how many miles it was?
276, I think it was.
276 miles, just to see us up north here. So,
and it wasn't even that. It wasn't the mileage. It was supposed to take 4.5 hours. The M25 was gridlocked all the way around it, and it took me nearly 11 hours to drive there.
Yeah.
So it should have only taken about 4.5.
What it was a mammoth achievement.
It took you 7 hours to get home.
And 7 hours to get home, yeah.
7 hours.
And that was there late last night.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So basically, we all met at the York National Railway Museum, and we all had a really, really good time. And as you can imagine, we all get on screen and we all get on together when we're in person. And yeah, there's one or two of us that have met one another before, but there's also one or two of us that have never met any of us. And it was so nice to meet everyone here on screen, and Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris as well. And we had a brilliant time, didn't we? Looking around the museum.
Yeah.
One person was missing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One person was missing, and we dedicated the meet to this one person that was missing, and that was Fleetwood Jason. So yeah, Jay's channel. He was missing from, and he's not 100% well at the moment. So we wish you a speedy recovery, Jason, which I'm sure you will have. And he was missing for the whole day. He was with us in spirit, and we dedicated the day to him. And we've got lots of photos, and we even went out of our way to get absolutely soaking wet, didn't we, on Jason's behalf?
Well, we did. I'm not sure about Dano.
Well,
he was in the dry taking pictures of us.
He's young, he can run. He can't run. My running days were over ages ago.
So we have got quite a few pictures for you to look at, and Johnny Dave has been putting a thing together to share on screen for you all of our day. And
to work.
one of the most iconic photos that we've got, and that is in the top right hand corner. Good girl. Can't get me left and me right. Let's look in that corner above Horlicks there. That was the most iconic photo we took of the day, apart from another one which I won't say anything about at the moment, and that was all of us in front of the Mallard, and super duper beautiful train, the Mallard. Everybody knows the Mallard. It's the most beautiful sleek train on this earth, and of course there is others exactly like it, but not painted like it. So we could have bought actually a model of the Mallard and the and the tender and the wooden carriage that it was attached to. And I went to have a look just at the price ticket of this model, just to be nosy really, and it was £370. And I thought, oh, I'm going home. No way. So, but yeah, anyway, I think without further ado, I think we ought to move over to Geordie Dave and let him just show us a few photographs, if that's all right. Unless you want to do the chat first.
Well, while Geordie Dave gets set up, I'll quickly read these 2 bits of chat. So,
Okay.
Alex Dementia says, "Hi, I need 3 issues to finish off a 4th Route Master, 103, 112, and 59. Looked on eBay for those 3. It totaled 227. eBay has become evil. At sellers have become greedy. LOL."
Oh my goodness me!
They will reduce in price as soon as Agora bring it out.
As soon as Agora bring the Route Master out, then everybody won't be selling issues like that, because they'll just be worth either £8.99 or £9.99 each, and that's all they'll be worth. So the only thing I can suggest, Alex, is that you be patient and just wait until they come out from Agora, which should be September time, October perhaps, and pick them up either off Agora or off one of the websites at £8.99 or £9.99 plus your postage. But yeah, I have full sympathy with you, Alex, and it's ridiculous that the amount that people are charging on eBay for parts such as the Route Master bits.
Okay, and this last bit is Jay's channel. Oh, shucks, guys. I will hopefully be able to meet up soon. Many thanks. Glad you had an amazing day, and shame the weather was awful. We're laughing about it now.
Yeah.
At the time, we were like, and poor Alex was in shorts.
It wasn't cold, was it? It was just just wet.
It was warm red.
Best was the race goers, I think, that were, because York Racers was on yesterday, was the people in the really nice dresses and everything got absolutely soaked.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as I said, this is a 3-minute long video. You will let us know whether it's up. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'll share it
Yeah,
now.
you go for it, Alex.
Right, so I'll hit the start button. Is it ready?
Should we go full screen with it? There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Should be rolling now.
Yeah.
That's us at the thingy.
Oh, beautiful train.
Beautiful.
As I said, these are the photos I've took. Everybody else has took photographs. So they'll have probably put them on. They might have put them on their Facebook channel. So look out for them as well.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. They were so huge as well. Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't realise how tall they are.
I am going to figure this down to music. What I will be doing, I'll be taking the first picture off and another 2 pictures off, and I'm going to put it on my Geordie Dave YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Now that was graphics. That was brilliant. That graphics.
Yeah.
It was actually moving.
that was World War I hospital train.
Yeah. It was.
That turntable actually works. I've seen it working.
Yeah.
That's your fire.
And that was like a diorama, all cut in half with the train, so you could actually see the inside workings of the train. And then of course the beautiful evening star.
Yeah.
And the rocket.
Yeah.
And we were surprised to find out that the rocket wheels are actually wooden spokes.
Yeah.
And lovely carriage there.
That's that used to be used at London in the post office, and that was using the Channel Tunnel.
Channel Tunnel.
they were kind of at the back.
That was a tiny little engine.
Yeah. Some beautiful trains now, there was.
Yeah.
And then, of course, all the different stations and everything. There was plaques everywhere, wasn't there?
Yeah, this is where there was a few trains up put on platforms.
A royal train, no less.
Yeah.
And a horse carriage.
Danny thinks that the Harry Potter based on the Harry Potter train.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, based on the Harry Potter. Is it
Yeah.
station 9 1/4 or something, or whatever it is?
9 3/4.
9
9 3/4.
The old stuff they used to have.
Yeah. Great Western luggage wagons and everything.
Does give you ideas for dioramas, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, an old Comavan, wooden bodied. And yeah, there's a lot of milk in there.
Now there's
Oh,
it was hard to get that shot.
Yeah. And that was obviously the most iconic train of them all.
Why
the
it looks like that it was when we're shooting through a window.
Yeah.
and then
And then we had a meal out as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just before we got soaking wet.
yeah, that's a dodgy picture of me.
Yeah. I think that was it. That's it. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Dave, for doing that.
Good.
That was really, really good.
I'll now come back to myself and I'll stop the sharing.
Okay, very good. Thank you ever so much for that, Dave. That is fabulous.
As I say, they were my photographs. Everybody, other people, Danny was taking photographs.
Yeah.
Alex was taking photographs. Were you, Mark?
I was taking photographs, yeah.
I was as well, yeah.
You might
As
see, more
As much
photographs.
as much as you can take a photograph on a phone, it wasn't very professional. Not like you two. You two had all your nice professional cameras and stuff, and there's me with a Samsung just snipping away.
I mean, I send them all to the group and that, but I think maybe a good idea if we like amalgamate all our photos and put them in like the Northern Model Builders YouTube. I mean Google Drive or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
And then we've all got access to.
The group photograph was done of Alex on his phone.
Yeah.
But like they say, the best camera that you've got is the one in your pocket because you always carry it around with you.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
No, I was taking some doing that, but it was all right. I had to prop my phone up, didn't I, on Chris's basket thing and her coat and try and get it just right because I put the auto timer on and then I had to run over to get the shot. And there was a load of people at the museum, wasn't there, all waiting to cross and they were patiently waiting for us all to have our shot.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank Horlicks for making me a parts tray.
Yeah,
Well.
Yeah, thank you.
I've used mine today.
Is it good?
Yep, I used mine for storing the screws when I was finishing the Spitfire up.
Wow.
But I've brought up to Dave now with the Spitfire. Got them done this afternoon.
Yeah, well, I think we'll have to. There's only Alex that's going to catch up with the Spitfire, but we'll soon get in there, won't we?
Yeah, I've got them. I think. I've got some obviously more to do, but I've also got the Terminator to crack on with. I've got all of the issues for that now. So we were discussing that yesterday, weren't we? It might be a case that Friday, forget the Spitfire, and just get the Terminator finished.
Yeah.
As I'm so close, and then I can just concentrate on that. But see what happens.
Yeah.
Right, there's a little bit more chat.
Oh, good.
Alex Beach says, guys, I won't pay those prices, and I phoned Harshette, and all parts are finished now, no more.
Oh, goodness
That's
me.
probably with the Dora taking it.
Naughty though, isn't it? Considering what if people haven't finished building it? You know, they've got to have some stock left for faults, or some people collect them, don't they? And they'll probably still building them.
Yeah. Then we've got Bobby Bates. There are 2 locomotives that came from Canada. One of them is like the Mallard.
Yeah.
And we've got Jay's channel. One of my favourite trains is the BR Class 37 Delta. The sound they make, everything rumbles.
Yeah.
And then we've got Model Making Trucker. Looked like a brilliant day. Nice to see things like that after the past year and more.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
we've got Alan Key says, lovely pics.
No, we did have a really good day, didn't we?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it was it was just a laugh from start to finish, to be honest. It was just
Yeah.
And I think, considering we hadn't met before, like, obviously we know each other quite well from the screen, but we were just bouncing off each other and having a laugh, and it was good fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dave's disappeared because apparently there's been a power cut, but it's come back on now. So it'll be a few minutes having to start everything back up again and router and stuff.
Okay.
So
Probably all the rain I've been getting in Yorkshire, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I tell you the truth, when we first started live streaming, it absolutely chucked it down outside. It was torrential rain again.
I've got that now.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, I went to the shop just before the stream. It was really warm, sunny, and it was like I was abroad. You get that heat, and I was like, whoa, because I've been, catching up. I've been so knackered after all the driving. I've had a bit of a lazy day, and I went out, and it was really warm. I was like, whoa, I'm abroad. And then got home, literally in half an hour, the sky was jet black, and it's absolutely hammering it down again now.
Yeah.
So, but it's good memories. I'm just going to, every time it rains now, it's just going to remind me of us all traveling into a bus car.
Yeah. Aye. With Dano standing in the tunnel taking photographs of it.
Dano, did you say you had something to show while Dave's just getting sorted?
Yeah, so when we're at the museum, I picked up a little badge to go on my hat. So obviously I've got a hat that I put all my badges on with different ones. So that's where that be going.
Yeah.
No, fantastic.
You were sporting that yesterday, weren't you? And
Yeah.
I said, oh, you should get a badge for your hat. And you went, done it.
So, Alex, Dave's buses, you've seen them.
Yes.
What are they like in real life?
Even better than you can imagine. Yeah.
Right.
Do you know, the pictures do not do them justice at all. I mean, I've got a few pictures I took from my phone, and they look really good on my phone.
Like you say, they're real.
Yeah, they're just absolutely amazing. It's just, I can't, speechless really. So
obviously you would have seen Dave's obviously customized these buses, so compared to the Red Route Master.
Yeah, and it's just they're just amazing. Do you know what? I like them. I don't know if I like them more. I think obviously I prefer the painted ones more actually.
Yeah.
But I think it's because how much work's gone into them. So you would never. I mean, personally, obviously, Dave was saying like he made them, he's painted them, he's modded them, so he knows anything that might not be quite right with them. But from an outsider, I can't see anything wrong with them because I'm not a bus expert, but I can see that they're just absolutely fantastic. And the paintwork is amazing. How he's got that from a rattle can is just something else. So you would never know. It looks like it's just come like that to me.
So while you were gone, Dave, Dano showed his badges, and we were just asking Alex about your buses, what they look like in the flesh.
Well, thank you ever so much for standing in for me there.
It's okay.
We had a power cut, and everything went off. So and that's the first time it's really happened to me on one of my streams, I think. So Thank you ever so much for standing in.
No, it wouldn't be a show without technical hitch, would it?
No,
Something has to happen.
we can't have a meetup without technical weather.
No, no.
Hey, I hope it's not going to be like that every time we meet up.
No.
No, let's hope not.
You know, yesterday was great because, well, in the museum most of the day, but imagine if we'd been out walking around the middle of York.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck. Would have been like,
You know,
Yeah, because we missed a lot of rain, didn't we? Because when we stopped for lunch, it was we just got in there just as it started, and it took we were in there a good hour, I reckon.
yeah, I reckon.
And it was absolutely hammering it down all the way through lunch. And then it's at that point when we finished when it eased right off, and we thought, right, let's go. And no.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
Dave, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Is there any more chat that needs bringing up?
No, that's we're all up to date.
All up to date. Okay. Well, we've been on for an hour now, or just over, and unless anybody else has got anything else to add, I'm just going to say that there is a few issues that I have with my stationary engines. I've not been playing with them as much as what I really should be, and that's because I haven't had the health to mess around with them, and that's one of the reasons why I'm going on to models more than anything else, is the fact that I don't want to risk my health messing around too much with stationary engines. And I'm still going to have one or two special ones because I've got a rather special collection, and I may be thinning one or two out, and then just bringing you the odd update, or for those that are into stationary engines, the odd interesting fact or the odd thing that we can show you to how to time them up, for instance, or how to get a magneto going, or how to clean a carburetor out and things like that. So I might be doing little things like that, but nothing major. As I say, we've got 3 shows planned that we're hoping to go to, and we'll be making little videos and probably putting them on the Northern Model Builders and Crafters YouTube site and the Facebook group and my YouTube site as well. This is being broadcast to all our YouTube sites tonight, apart from one, I think it is, or 2. I think there's a couple that we're not broadcasting to, but if you wish it broadcasting to yours, then let me know. Or if you don't like it broadcasting to yours, let us know, and we'll knock them on the head. But yeah, I was sort of browbeaten into making it like an update. I hope you've all had an update of what's been happening, and I've quite enjoyed it. Actually, in fact, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, apart from being cut off by the electricity. But we live out in the sticks, so this is an occurrence.
I'm going to say, did you put 50p in the meter?
No.
And they do live out in the sticks.
Yeah,
I had a bit of a, before you meet someone, you just have envision when they talk about stuff, but yeah, it was something else. And yeah.
When we say we're 4 miles from the nearest shop, then we are 4 miles from the nearest shop.
It's literally down this little country lane, and it's just just in the middle of nowhere. So it's very peaceful, well, I thought it was anyway. You weren't so sure in a couple, because you have like a wedding venue, isn't it? You say, and you could hear a little bit, but I think you could hear that. And what would you say? It's about a mile away, just under a mile.
It's about half a mile away is the wedding venue. Yeah,
but I think where it's so silent and quiet, the sound travels, so you could hear more. But it was very peaceful. It was so nice. Not like here, I could hear cars whizzing past all day.
Two last bits of comments. So John's Model Making said, I had a power cut on Friday and had to reinstall Windows operating system yesterday. What a nightmare. And then D Harris says, good night, gents. Enjoyed the stream. Look forward to the next one. I'm off to bed.
Thank you very much, D Harris.
You missed one up,
You've missed one more.
Pardon?
You missed one.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Going to Hull on Wednesday, so I might nip into a model shop while I'm there. Sorry, I didn't see that one.
Is that Hessel Road, just kits? Yeah, there's one on Hessel Road. There's one on Beverley Road, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And then there's your Hobbycraft and such like.
And
yeah,
then John's Model Making says, good night all, great stream.
Thank you, John. Thank you ever so much. Well, I think it just remains for me to give you a few last words then and say how much I've enjoyed it, how much I've thoroughly enjoyed these guys' companies and everybody else's company yesterday. And yeah, we actually got thoroughly soaking wet through, but we had such a laugh, and I haven't laughed so much in a long time. And Christine Scooter knows how to dive bomb now through water. And
Dave was singing in the tunnel.
I was singing in the tunnel. Yeah. So yeah, no doubt you'll learn about that later on. But yeah, there is a famous song saying "Deo, Bisandeo." Well, if you can imagine through an echoey tunnel, that's what we were singing. So. We did have a lovely laugh. We did.
Okay.
And a great time. There's a couple more bits of chat, I think.
Yeah, just this one. Lewis says, only seen the Hessel Road one. Could you message me with the other one?
Right. Okay. I'll try and find it, but it's somewhere on Beverley Road, I believe. So yeah, Just Kits is on Hessel Road. Yeah, I was in there the other day. So yeah, they are brilliant. Just Kits. The other one, I haven't seen it open for a while, but I'll try and have a look through my internet bits and pieces and see if I can find you it. All right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So it only remains for me to say I'll pass you over to these guys, and then we'll say our goodbye. Okay. So Max Mods.
Okay. So good night from me. I really enjoyed tonight. Really enjoyed tonight. I always love Dave's catch-up videos. Sorry, live streams. So good night from me, and I'll catch you next time.
Thank you very much, Mark. And then Horlicks.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me on. Yeah, really enjoyed tonight. Really miss. I'm actually really sad that yesterday is all over and done. Wish it could be back to Friday night again, so we can do it again.
Yeah.
No, we will. We'll definitely be doing it again at some point. But no, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you all very soon.
Okay, lovely. Thank you ever so much. And then Joddy Dave.
Yeah, thanks. Another cracking show of the night. So hope everybody enjoyed it, and don't forget, thumbs up and subscribe to everybody on here. And we'll hopefully be seeing you again on Friday with Horlicks, but we'll definitely be seeing you on next Sunday, the Northern Modeler Show. So
yes.
So good night from me.
Thank you very much, Johnny Dave and Dano Bills.
Yeah, good night. Been a good show, a good weekend, a good show to finish the weekend off. So good night.
Thank you very much for that, Dano. Right, okay. Well, it just remains for me to say thank you ever so much for joining tonight and putting bits and pieces in the chat and giving us a nice laugh and everything. And thank you ever so much for your support, as you normally do give us. Thank you ever so much for that. And as has been said before, if you'd like to subscribe to everybody on this channel tonight, that will help them out. And also a nice good thumbs up if you don't mind, please. And that would be grateful from us all. And our next major one would be, as has been said, next Friday on Horlicks' channel, I believe, for his Terminator. And then on next Sunday, which will be the Northern Model Builders Show, and we'll be showing you what we've been up to during the week or the fortnight with our Northern Model Builders as we normally are.
And so you're on a new desk.
Oh, you might have a new desk. Well, I might have a 10 around in here a bit as well and see what I can do, because I haven't got an awful lot of room with the table this way on. But I'll try and I'll see what I can do. and we'll go from there. But yeah, there'll be Geordie Dave's death to look at, which has been eagerly awaited, hasn't it, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah, it has. It's been eagerly waited on.
I've been waiting to get brackets to get a shelf up, so got them. Got them brackets. So all I've got to do is go down and come up tomorrow and get me drill.
There you go then. Yeah. All right. So it'll soon be done. Okay. So that's the eagerly awaited bench of Geordie Dave's. So right, it's a good night from me. God bless. Take care, everyone, and see you on the next stream, whenever that may be. So good night.
Yeah.
Good
Night, everyone.
Right.
Take care now. Bye bye.
Hey.